Good morning, everyone. I hope, as always, you're having a fantastic week and looking forward to the weekend. And welcome to episode 10. I want to thank everybody, as usual, for joining in. And for those of you who commented and watched the premiere of Rapid Fire with Patrick, really appreciate it. And like I said, we're going to start cutting that down a little bit. So it's, we're going to try and stick with that 2.5 to 3 minutes. Anyways, today we're talking about Jog Talk. So what's going to be the subject for today? Well, the subject for today is going to be how to find an advisor that suits you. So one of my earlier episodes, I had mentioned the difference between a captive agent and an independent agent. But today we're really going to be talking about, finding an advisor specific for you, because it's not as simple as just call any broker or any advisor up and say, hey, I need insurance, let's do this. No, you want to make sure that you are getting the right person for the right fit. So honestly, it could be, a lot of different things. It could be somebody that, referred you this broker or this financial advisor and said, listen, use this person, they're fantastic. Or, it could be from research, or it could be a financial advisor, you really like his videos, so you decide to go with him. But honestly, that's what it comes down to a lot of times. So number one, what I would always recommend is if you know somebody that's dealing with a financial advisor, talk to them, see what they think about that individual, and perhaps that would be a good fit. Now, a lot of people say, well, you should go with somebody with a lot of experience. Listen, sure, experience is good. I'm not going to say anything against that. But at the same time, everybody was new at some point, and it doesn't mean because they're new that they don't know what they're talking about or don't know how to help you or the perfect fit for you. Because once upon a time I was new, and there's a lot of new financial advisors out there, even ones that are coming onto our team that really want to do the right job and take the effort or spend the time at home after hours, just trying to learn as much as they can, and they're not shy to ask questions. So never base it just on solely, oh, this guy's new, forget it. Listen, that might be the case, it might not be the case, but all I know is that don't go by just that. Also, don't be shy to ask for recommendations. Just like anything, if you're doing, construction on your home and you want to hire somebody to remodel your kitchen, your bathroom, put an extension, you're going to want to get some references and talk to those people. Well, you can do the same thing on this side. A lot of the websites that advisors have, just like us, you'll have an area where it says, what our clients are saying about us or whatever it is. Read that. And a lot of times those people that are on the website that did these have no problems actually talking to you if you want to talk to somebody to make sure that this person is legitimate. This isn't just a made up something on a website, but does that person actually exist? So give them a call. Say, how did it go with Patrick? Were you very happy with the type of service that he's given you? Did he get to exactly what your needs were? Did he give you the right solutions? Did he have the right recommendations? Those type of things. Other things you can do is you can always do research online. With now the World Wide Web, there's access, and it's very simple to find information about an individual, especially when it comes to a financial advisor. So, I'll look him up on the web, check to see if he has a professional Facebook page, LinkedIn page, perhaps Instagram. What is there? There's Twitter. There's even TikTok. And the reason why I tell you to look at these things is Sometimes it's not just about the professional page, but it's about his individual page. Go take a look in that individual page. That, a lot of times, you're going to have a very good idea about the type of person that individual really is, just by things that they post online. So, that's another way to kind of take a look at it. And also, one of the best ways is, why not just have a simple conversation with this individual? Why not give him a call and talk to him or her and ask some basic questions? And questions like, how long have you been in the business? How many people have you, worked with? Do you have referrals? Do you have perhaps an advisor that you work with? Like me, with a lot of my newer advisors that are brand new to the industry that are coming in, I'll go with them and I'll help them out on for certain cases, especially at the beginning, just to show them a little bit of how I work, and then they could kind of work it into the way they want to work. But that could be super important as well. And that's a great way to have a little more confidence in a newer advisor, is maybe for you, him bringing on an advisor with more experience that would be willing to come with him. Talk to that individual about the type of insurance. If you already have an idea about the type of insurance that you want to get, let's say, if it's life insurance, critical illness, long-term care, disability, talk to him. Or it could be about annuities. It could be about segregated funds, mutual funds, RSPs, RESPs, whatever it is. Ask him, what's your experience in that? What's your track record? Do you have any referrals that I can talk to, or references that I can talk to that you've actually done that type of work for? So, because the industry is so broad, there's a lot of different things to know. And a lot of times that comes with experience, or there are some times where advisors aren't completely versed on certain aspects of that business. If somebody never does segregated funds, it's completely normal for them to not know everything there has to do about segregated funds. They'll understand the basics, but that might not be the person that you want to deal with. Now, I'm not saying that because they don't do segregated funds, don't use them. Just see, okay, well, if you haven't done very many, how do I know that my money's going in the right places? What actions do you take for help? And he says, well, I work with an advisor that does a lot of segregated funds. I go through with him. So there you go. That would work perfectly fine for perhaps what you're looking for. So that's kind of what I recommend if you're looking for an advisor, is really just take the time. Don't just call up anybody. And, it might be as simple as, and you can use all these same things, even if you want to work for a specific company. There are many, many insurance companies out there. Many. I have access to more than 20 plus insurance carriers. So let's say you wanted to work specifically with one insurance carrier. Well, maybe they have what's called a captive agent, like I had brought up in one of my last episodes. So maybe it would be better off going directly with that carrier, asking them to be in touch with advisors that they have and meet with them or speak with them and go through the same process. But a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times, if you already know what company you want to deal with, well, having that specific advisor might be a better way, because they may know a little more of the ins and outs of their products or their solutions. But that's not the case all the time. Okay, so I take pride in what I do. It doesn't matter which company I'm dealing with. When I make a recommendation for my client, I'm getting to know as much as I possibly can to make sure that I'm giving you the right recommendations. And that's not just me. That is countless advisors that I know out there, independent or captive. So yeah, if if you have any questions on looking for an advisor or you want any recommendations, feel free to give me a call, text, email, PM, whatever it is. I'd be more than happy to give you insights. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions to see if I would be a good match for you, or maybe I'm not and I could recommend, well, maybe talk to so-and-so. Whatever it is, we want to make sure that you're matched up with the right individual, the right advisor, so that you're comfortable, because the most important part about finding the right financial advisor is making sure that you're 100% comfortable, because there are some touchy subjects that might have to come up and might have to be answered, and you want to be 100% comfortable. Just like when you're seeing a doctor, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to have to be brought up, checked. You want to be comfortable with that person. It's the same thing on this side. So make sure you find the right individual so that there are nothing hidden. You're comfortable letting them know about everything, so that when the recommendations come out, it's the right ones. So again, thanks everybody for sticking in. Keep sending me questions. I already have an idea for next week's subject, which is going to be completely something else. It's going to be about tinnitus. If you don't know what tinnitus is, look it up, and we're going to talk about it next week. It's because I've actually had a few people ask me that on a personal level, because I deal with tinnitus. Anyways, everybody, appreciate you all as always. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and looking forward to the next one. Bye for now.